look, I've gone and left the bloody thing on there again. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I do this every fucking time. Anyway, good evening and welcome back to West Ham Network. And of course, the old school hammers to my left. My buddy's still with me, Cieran. I don't know how he hasn't ditched me yet. How you doing, mate?
G'day. All good, bro. All good. Nice and cool morning.
Yeah, it looks like a lovely fine morning again.
Yeah, it is a bit cloudy, mate. Nice and cloudy and cool. Not too hot, so it's lovely, yeah. Beautiful.
Nice.
You know the rules here, mate, in Queensland. It's beautiful one day, perfect the next, apparently. But there you go.
Apparently so. So, hang on. Right. Let's just say hello to a few people in the chat before we start having our discussion. Randy says, hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Good evening, Randy. Or morning, good afternoon, good day to you, sir. Feel like the starting striker against Chelsea has to be Bowen or Paul Crew, the first choice sub, Antonio's last choice sub. Right, okay, well, we'll get back to that conversation in a minute there, Randy. Happy's in the house. Good evening, Happy.
Yeah,
how you doing? I said they're relentless. That was half an hour ago. Once we play Everton at home and get back to the international break, I hope we've started our strongest lineup by then. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Paul's in the house. Good evening, Paul. Paul Turner. Thank you for joining us. Mark, Budgie Cieran, and all the other codgers in the chat. Yeah, I'd love to know what our average age group is for the viewers. That'd be nice to know. Probably somewhere between 35 and 55. 75, I mean. Big old range. What I mean is Lockyer gets the strongest lineup and results and style improve, hopefully. Will be in a healthy league position after the international break. Okay, mate. Mark says Max Kelman walked into my dental surgery this afternoon. I left him alone, too starstruck. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you.
Did he?
Yeah. Leslie, good evening, Leslie. Thank you for joining us again, sir. Evening, Budgie, Cieran, and Chatters. Cieran, question. After your Catalan and French water comment, what country gets pissed off tonight?
I have to give that a thought. I'll take a pic. Right.
Might have a poke at Belgium or someone tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what, it could be the fucking Kiwis, right? Because just as we started this, right, the geezer behind me, in the house behind me, he just fucking rolled in with a little mini digger, and all I can hear is that fucker working the bucket. So, and he's a Kiwi, so he's getting it. Can you hear it, Budge, him working away?
No, not really.
That's no. It's a bit.
Good morning, Ryan. Fortune's hiding down under TV. If you haven't already given him a sub, please do. Hello, everyone in the chat, and good morning from the sunny side. Exactly. Yeah, you're over Brisbane way as well, isn't it? Brisbane way?
Yeah, he's in Brisbane, right.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hello to everybody, which is lovely. I like that. Good evening to you, James. Good morning, Cieran. And
morning to you, sir.
Howard, Mr. Isles, thank you for joining. Good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you iron. Brendan, good evening to you. As for strikers, that Mick Lynch fella could possibly do a job on the left. Mick Lynch.
Hey, Brendan.
I've heard that name. I don't know why. Evening, Sarah. Thank you for joining us, sir. Hope all is good with everybody. Ryan, Budgie, that new camera makes you look 20 years younger. Thanks, mate. It's the beard that makes you look 30 years older, though. It's actually a new phone, so it comes with one of them like super cameras with 4 or 5 of them on the back and all that bollocks. Yeah, so it's a good phone. Michael Rose, good evening to you, sir. Brendan, Rosie. Where's Usual then?
Hey, Mark.
I didn't see Usual's name. No, definitely didn't see Usual. And Brendan saying hello to him. Mama Flotty, good evening, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you'll enjoy what you watch tonight, girl. Howard, now where is Usual? Because I haven't seen his name. Any new angels this week? Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's he working on? What's he working on this week?
Yeah, probably a bloody gargoyle or something. Go from one extreme to the other, you know what I mean? All my life I've been called that. Toa. Ah, right. Okay. Evening, Michael, please. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, forgot to say hello to Michael Rose. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Did not ever say I was originally Usual. See, where is Usual? I mean, unless that is that man now. That man now. I bet that's Usual. Good evening, Rhett. Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
How are you, sir? Glad to see you. Howard, still working on the same piece. Female form laying on her front, naked, cocooned in her wings.
Nice.
Lovely. 58. Good evening to you, sir. Evening to Budgie Cieran and all in the chat. Never took it the wrong way. Of course not. Neil Fitzpatrick. Good evening, Neil, from Northumberland. Strikers, do we really have any? Thought they are more of a legend for us. That's probably true. We will get onto that in 1 minute, mate. Like your Irish, mate. Using stone from the same bed as similar. It's similar. Okay, right. Okay. Randy's asking, how does everyone feel at the moment with Lopetage's lineup selections? At the moment, it's a bit frustrating as I feel we have not seen the strongest 11 play together and feel Lopetegui is opening himself up to criticism. Yeah, there is a lot of that in the air, mate. But the thing is, we've had 4 games with an international break in between. Okay, 5 games if you count the cup game. But come on, we've got to be a bit more patient than that. I think we've kind of made ourselves a little bit too expectant.
It's one of them, Budgie. Look, it's we're all prepared to give Lopetegui time. I think we're all on board with that. You know, it's too early to judge. You need more reference points. So you need 10 games to at least to judge where he's going. I still don't know what we're doing yet, or what his best lineup's going to be. But when that team sheet came out against Fulham, I shook my head and went, "Oh wow!" And I think everyone did. It's not me, because I did. My lineup last week was having Somerville on the left, Kudos on the right, and Bone in the middle because of the international breaks. Because the boys are coming back late for Paquetá and Antonio especially, and he put Souček and Antonio in. I was wow. What do you know that I don't? Or is Paquetá got a knock? Why would you do that? If you knew anything from last year with Bowen, every time he came off Antonio, every time he came back mid-match duty, he looked fucked, and he was pretty not effective. So that surprised me. So I think everyone looked at it and said, "Mate, at least he changed it at half time." But you don't deserve a lot of credit for that. To me,
Yeah.
when he brought the two, that should have been the starting lineup.
You know,
I'd rather see the starting
stronger lineup.
Paquetá and Somerville should have stayed. Even if they, Paquetá only lasted an hour, he would have been better. It was a bit frustrating, and we were terrible. We had three defensive midfielders in there.
Yeah, there were one or two points where Souček was on the ball, and I thought to myself, "That's going nowhere."
Yeah,
and exactly where it went, nowhere. In fact,
we were creating absolutely nothing.
He lost possession more times than he had a successful pass, I think.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? Well, that's how it looks anyway. Sharky's in the house. Good evening, Sharky. Hello to everyone. Was that a shoe bill I saw flying past you there, Cieran? A shoe bill?
A shoe bill? Oh, I don't know, Sharky. It's all sorts flying past me. But yeah. I'm not sure what shoe bill is.
It's a bird. If it flies, it's got to be a bird, isn't it? Leslie's saying that usual is Michael Rose. He's trying to hide. Mr. Bong, good evening, Bongo. How are you, sir? And Simon, 67. Evening, Budgie and Cieran, and everybody in the chat. 24 degrees there, where Mark is. He's sort of down Sydney way, isn't he?
Where's Mark? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. It's quite a cool morning for us at the moment, Mark, because it's very cloudy. I'd say it's about 18 degrees now, probably getting up to about 22. Yeah, it's similar. But at the moment, yeah, I'd say it's cooler than that here. I did look at the weather map this morning.
Brendan saying, I saw that Man City wore a shirt designed by Noel Gallagher tonight. Question, which famous Hammers fan would design the best shirt? Well, I think my choice would be I forgot his name. Russell Brand.
Yeah, he'd come up with something freaky, wouldn't he? Oh, Russell Brand.
Come up with something really good, I reckon.
Yeah, Ray Winston might do a bit of Fred Perry. Nice Fred Perry number. yeah. And then you got like Billy Horschel. You know what I mean? He might come up with something a bit stylish. Yeah.
You know? And then you could go back to their ex-players even, you know.
I did see the last 5 minutes of that City game, funny enough, before we came on. And I saw that fucking shirt. Jesus fuck. I didn't know that. If he's right. Noel Gallagher designed that. Jeez, what is he? What drugs is he on?
Well, we know that he's on anything that you can put in your mouth.
No, Noel Gallagher or Liam? It was Noel Gallagher.
It was Noel, yeah. No,
really?
That's malicious. I shouldn't say that. I have no idea, but I haven't seen the shirt either. So.
Oh, mate, it had pinks in it, it had yellows in it. It's fucking horrible. But someone likes it.
Right, so Ryan's saying, Randy, for me, mate, I think you must know he got it wrong. But unlike Moyes, he's not scared to change it. And I think that this weekend is huge in the first 11 selection. If he starts Antonio and Souček, it's all over, I think.
Yeah, I know. He realised that it was bad. It was bad. In that first half, he created nothing. He had to change it, and I'm just amazed that he didn't realise that before the game started. But at least he did change it. Well done. Yeah.
Michael Rose is saying, Budgie and Cieran, my name is, and that is usual suspect. So, I'm probably still going to be
usual. But that's usual, Michael Rose.
Yeah. So we've got a choice of names for him now.
In relation to Justin Rose. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so Ryan goes on to say that he couldn't defend him if he played Antonio and Souček. Oh, no. Good evening, others. Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. Nice to see you, darling. Howard, Portland Stone budget. Portland Stone.
Right.
Very nice. I don't know very much about Stone, I know a little bit about York Stone, and I know a little bit about Sussex Stone. I know that's very sandy compared
Portland,
to York Stone.
they're the big
Portland
company,
Stone.
Portland Cement as well.
Yeah, but I would imagine that Portland Cement is made from another aggregate that.
Oh yeah, it's not. Oh no, I'd say Portland Stone's quite a nice stone, but I'm sure that company, Portland, they used to make the cement bags, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah,
Back in my day, I remember that name.
Blue Circle Portland Cement.
That's it, Gozer. Yeah, that's the one. Blue Circle.
Basil Brush is our new striker. They are all joking home. Love it.
Yeah. Thank fuck for fucking ends. Well done, Danny boy. Kim, I'll tell you what, I don't think who did get enough credit there was Sue Fowl. You know, that was the last gasp, nicking a point. We didn't deserve it either. But Sue Fowl with that throw over the top to Bowen, who done brilliant cutback. Great first touch, good shot. Goal out of nothing. But well done, Sue Fowl, thinking on his feet straight away. Got it down there. And he does that a lot with Bowen.
He knows Bowen's movement.
Yeah, and he throws that ball over the back of the right back all the time. Does that to the byline. See it a lot.
I wouldn't mind betting that because Aaron Wan-Bissaka is there now to replace him, I wouldn't mind betting he passes that a little bit of that knowledge onto him because it's important in the game to do that.
Yeah. Would have Wan-Bissaka done it? Probably not.
Yeah. Randy's saying he still trusts Lopetegui. He just feels that the selection mistakes feel a little basic. That's all. I want him to succeed. We all do, mate. And you're right. It is a little bit basic and a little bit sort of lower league kind of mistake. But, he is still finding his way at the club. And, Soucek's been with us now for 4 seasons. And he may feel that by dropping Soucek might upset a large number of the fan base. You got to remember, he's Spanish. You don't watch a lot of YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he did make the claims, Budge, that he'd been watching a lot of West Ham last year before he came, didn't he? He did watch everyone. Look, Soucek's an option, and believe me, Soucek will be a part of this squad and this team going forward for the rest of the season. But in that particular game, there's no reason to have 3 defensive midfielders. We needed someone to create something in the middle, and he didn't. And I thought that was weird. And he had to change it at half time.
Yeah.
So that to me is him recognising I made a mistake here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He says just hopes that Chelsea will get it right, and I'm waiting between 10 to 15 games to really jump. And that's wise, Randy. I mean, Kieran and I, we're not fucking experts. We're just old fellas that love our club. We've got opinions, and we like sharing them with you guys, and we like hearing your opinions too. That actually is like what I would say would be about right. 10 to 15 games, you have a look, you assess the situation, and then you can make a decision. That's probably about right. Let's get on to what we actually have titled the show. Let's talk strikers. So even Sarah's saying, let's start Bowen. Oh, where's he gone? Look. Oh, he came back. Let's start Bowen up front with Kudus on the right and Somerville on the left. So you're suggesting a front 3, not a front 3 with one in front of them. Is that what you're suggesting, Sheriff? I would imagine that is what you're suggesting. The thing is, we're so used to now having a striker with 3 behind, and then you 2 and whatever, and so on behind. So I think we're probably going to start 4-2-3-1, like we have done a couple of times this season. Hold up. Oh no, that's all right. And I got a funny feeling that he is going to start with Antonio. I just got a horrible feeling that he is. If Paul Krug's not fit, if Paul Krug's fit, then Paul Krug starts, I think. But here's the thing: depending on who he has got in that front three behind him, and let's say, for argument's sake, it is exactly what you've got there, Derek, as in Bowen. It would be in the 10 position. Something on the left, Kudus on the right. Let's assume that that is the correct thing with Antonio in front. It's going to look very much like it did in the second half against what's his name last week? Whoever it was we bloody played. Fulham. There we go. It's going to look very much like that. But, however, if he was to start with Paul Krug in front of them, it may be very different because he plays a different game to Antonio. He will wait around the centre for the through balls, and he will be on the shoulder of the last defender, etc. But then there's that third option of Danny Ings, who, as we know, is an absolute viper in the box when he's on form. He's an absolute demon in the box. Do you sacrifice a player that can come back and collect it and play a player like Danny Ings, who, let's be honest, hasn't got the legs for the running around anymore? Although he does get bloody lively in training. So,
Budge, I might. That's all right. I might have to relocate. He's fucking got a bobcat in the back there now. No, I can hardly hear what you're saying now because of it. He stopped in a minute. If he keeps going for a while, I'll have to relocate.
No,
yeah, anyway.
Yeah. We've got those three options. I mean, depending on Paul Krug's fitness,
yeah,
I think he will start with Paul Krug. I think, yeah, and also we have the other option that we could put Bowen up front with Paqueta behind him in the 10. So, there's that option as well, which would be my preferred option for this game. I think that is the best option for Chelsea.
We've got to look at a team when everyone's fit. What would we play? And then we've got to look at our setup when Paul Krug, if he's still injured. How do we work it? That's what you got. Because if everyone's fit, really, Paul Krug has to start, because otherwise, what was the point in buying it? You know what I mean? We can't have Paul Krug fit and then put Bowen as a striker. What was the point?
Exactly.
So I'm hoping if he's fit, he starts. But if not, like we said, that last game against Fulham, it should have been Somerville, Bowen in the middle, and Kudus on the right. But he saw it differently. Antonio has offered us absolutely nothing this season. Nothing towards the end of last season. Nothing this season. So then we've got Ings. Is Ings? Would you start Ings? Can he last? I don't think he can last 90 minutes for one. But he is a dangerous player in the box. You have to create shit for people like Ings. Is that me or you, mate?
Both of it, mate.
You've got to create things. We did not create anything in that game against Fulham. Hardly anything. The keeper made 2 saves, maybe.
Yeah.
We created nothing, so it's hard to judge.
As I said, we've got that option.
I'm going to relocate these up. This geezer's doing my head.
All right, okay. Well, you do that and I'll carry on chatting.
Yeah,
I think, we've got that option. Like you said, if Paul Krug is fit, then, we have to play him. It's crazy not to.
Yeah.
We paid out a lot of money for him. And Mark's in Essex, not in Australia. Mark Pendleton, great quality. Thanks,
what did you say?
Mark Pendleton, look, I'm in Essex, Budgie.
You fucking know. I didn't think he was here. Yeah, 24 degrees there still. That's pretty good.
Fucking hell. He's probably got his heating on. No, it's actually quite warm this evening. Stuart Burke, good evening, Stuart. Usual. Essex just round the corner to Australia. Exactly right, mate. Exactly. I read Michael Rose, but I see Usual Suspect. Sorry, I just can't help myself. Yeah, Turpin. Big mistake not getting Duran. Absolutely. It was a massive mistake. And, you know, it would have been a very different story with Duran. Nice bit of decorating there, mate. Big mistake not getting Duran, I agree.
Here we go, mate.
Oh, yeah. He's saying if he lived in Australia, then Max Kilman had travelled a really long way to come and find him.
Yeah, mate. We got the best dentist in the world. Even though I haven't fixed my tooth that I broke yet. There you go.
Yeah, great shout, Michael. Chesney Hall in the 1 shirt. That'd be great.
Yeah. Look, mate, Duran's goal at the weekend. What a fucking banger. Did you see it, Budge?
Who's that, sorry?
That Duran. Did you see his goal at the weekend?
Oh, yeah, of course I did.
What? I mean, that's going to be in the top 10 of the season, isn't it? It's an absolute banger, man. I looked at it and I went, oh, my God, please don't let us regret this.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be regretting it already, man. You look at him, he's a bit special.
I'll just say to myself, you're in the wrong claret and blue top, mate.
Yeah, I think he is. I
say that every time I see the man kick a ball.
He keeps coming on and scoring winners. You go.
Yeah. Good evening to Colin Shivers. He says, good evening, Budgie Cieran.
Colin.
You lovely gentlemen and everyone in the chat. Budgie and Cieran, boys, my two favourite goalies, Phil Park.
Yeah, that's me.
Cieran also likes Mervyn Day.
Yeah, same here, mate, Colin. I think I said that last week. That the first spell of Day when he first arrived, people were comparing him to Benetti. I think at the time, calling him the cat.
Yeah, it was.
He was so good, and then he fell off a fucking cliff. It was a shame.
What was he? 19 when he made his appearance, right?
He was young, Budge. I couldn't remember.
19, 20. He weren't that old, was he?
No, he would have been about the same age as me, yes. So maybe a couple of years older.
Ryan saying, could do with a new dentist in Essex, Australia. Just to come back, if team selection are wrong at times, if Loppy has to keep changing them all the time, it might not be sustainable going forward. That's true. That is true. And we know what a small squad can do to us, let alone if you knacker out a big squad and you've got nobody to back it up.
Well, if everybody works out, I say he's got options to change at any stage, and that's what we probably didn't have last season. And that's the beauty about having some of the players you got. But also, I've seen nothing of Tadibo yet to tell me he's any good. I haven't seen any. See Guido, he worries me. I think there'll be certain games he will do really well. Certain games I think he gets caught out for pace, and I'm not 100% sure about him yet. Fulkrug, I'm not 100% sure about yet. We haven't seen hardly anything of him. And look, you got to remember Fulkrug, right? His very best season he ever had in the Bundesliga. He scored 16 goals. Right? He got their golden boot, if you like, joint with a couple of other players. But 16, that's his very, very best. So to me, all we're looking at this player, maybe 10 goals a season. He's not going to light the world up, where maybe Duran could be one of them 15 to 20 goals a season. I mean, the most you're going to get out of him is 10 goals. I think you have to play him right. He's a hold-up player. He can link with the midfield. He can come deep like a Kane. Put the ball left and right. He's got 2 good feet. This is where you utilise him and get the best out of him. It ain't going to be just his goals, but you have to be servicing them. And the moment we're creating nothing to see that he'll work. But we'll see. I'm not sure he's going to be fit this weekend. Nobody knows, do they? They don't tell you.
No.
Take it.
No. Yeah, I agree with all of that. Right, look who's in the house. Mr. Bailey. Oh, good evening, Luke.
I fucking hope he will. No, I mean, he already learned his lesson by half-time, Budgie. I mean, he's never going to start them again. I mean, he saw it by half-time that, fuck me, I've got to change this.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't hard to see, was it?
Needs to be dropped as well.
Yeah.
He is a bit of a concern right now.
He's one of them. He looks really good. Then, he'll make a mistake and you lose a goal to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not like again. Again could be fantastic, and then all of a sudden, he's fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Luke's saying there, and I think I can paraphrase the rest of it. You don't sign 9 players and not use them.
No, we've got to get them working, mate. We've got to get them working.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh, they're talking music now. Bow Wow Wow. Do you remember them?
Yeah, I remember the name. Yeah, can't remember what they sang.
That was the girl that had the Mohican in that group.
Ah, yeah. I remember her. Nice looking girl, wasn't she?
Yeah, pretty girl. Yeah, real pretty. But they were talking about that Tony Basil, with Hey Mickey or You Blow My Mind and all that. But I
sick fucking song that was sick.
James said, I once got stoned at Portland Bill. Does that count? Yeah, mate. That counts. Always counts. You should know that, Bongo. Oh, dear. Budgie and Cieran, who do you think will play left back Saturday? Well,
is Emerson? Is there a doubt about Emerson?
There is a slight doubt still.
You put Wan-Bissaka in there.
He will.
Soufal on the right.
Soufal on the right. That's exactly right.
I think that's what he's made his mind up to do now, rather than put Cresswell in.
Yeah, I think Cresswell's a liability in his opinion. Hello. Right. Yeah, you don't sign 9 new players.
We do. Fuck me, mate, we do.
Yeah. Bow Wow Wow. Well done, Michael. Go wild in the country.
Can't remember it, geezer.
Can't you? She used to screech it out a little bit. The lyrics were wild, go wild in the country. I don't know, something or other is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite good. Where snakes in the grass are absolutely free. That was it. Well done. Thank you, Howard. On strikers, where do we go from here?
Right, we go fucking Duran. We go and get Duran in January. That's where we go.
Yeah.
Right.
They want no hamburgers. Fair enough. Haircut 100. Oh my God, I remember them.
I like them.
Yeah.
Is it Fantastic Day? Fantastic Day. Something like that, cool.
Nick something or other, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like the old Haircut 100.
Nick Hayward. That was
the
lead singer. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow. Been wanting to spout that for weeks. Right. We get the right attack balance and defence against Chelsea, we will win. But still wary of Chelsea's attack. Hopefully Lobby gets it on. Great point. And, although, we really haven't finished this discussion about strikers, to be fair.
No.
Because it's actually, it's all speculation and it's never ending, to be fair. But I think our two best options are a fit Fulkrug or Jared Bowen up front. They're my two.
Yeah.
Opinion. That's my opinion. Midfield, of course, you've got to have Alvarez playing, and you've got to have Guido in there, or the other fella, Soler. And Soler,
it's another.
Yeah, but if you play Soler, there's no room for better, really, to be fair.
Well, you could play both. Mate, you could have both of them in. You could have Alvarez as your holding midfielder and them two switching one further forward than the other, and even double pivot or whatever you want to call it. They can switch between who goes further up than that. I think with Paquetá, I think he can be a good number 8, but he gives the ball away too much for me. And when you're in front of your back 5, that's not where you want to be giving the ball away. That's the only thing that worries me with him there. Soler, I think, is an unknown quantity to me. I haven't seen enough, man. I've seen nothing.
Well, Soler is a very tactical and skillful player.
I have no doubt.
Not afraid to go in for a good tackle.
But in this team, we need to see more. And I don't know what the best option is there myself. Because I'll say Guido, he does worry me a bit. But I reckon against certain teams, he'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Chelsea's attack here, that's what Randy's saying is, that's what worries me about Chelsea. I think we can beat Chelsea. I don't think as a team they're fucking shit. But my God, they're deadly. They've got some deadly players going forward with pace. So we've got to be mindful of that.
Would you go with a back 3 then, 3 centre backs against Chelsea? Obviously, with Alvarez sitting in front of them.
I think it's an option, mate. I think it's an option, and then when you have got the ball, you can push. If you are playing Wan-Bissaka and Soufal, you can push them up going forward when you've got the ball. When you have
Wan-Bissaka's got a really good defensive mentality.
Pardon, mate?
Wan-Bissaka's got a very good defensive mentality, and he's really good in defence. So when he's not able to break forward, and we are being pressed back, he can help with that back 3, as can Soufal, as can Alvarez, and whoever else is in midfield with them. So but I think a back 3 against a team like Chelsea,
it wouldn't bother me if that's how you started. Wouldn't worry me. Will he? I don't know. I don't know enough. I haven't seen enough evidence of Lopetegui yet to see how he's going to settle with this thing, and what he's actually going to settle for. What formation? What players? It's all up in the air for me at the moment. So,
Ryan's answer is Danny Ings. Danny Ings. Right. It's like I would never rule out Danny Ings. I'm not sure if I would start him. I would probably be more likely to start with Bowen up there, and if that doesn't work out, then bring Danny Ings in, and perhaps juggle the midfield around a bit to bring Bowen.
I struggle to see Danny Ings start, but
I do. I
think we're going to be using him. Look, it was a Hail Mary the other day, throwing him on, hoping we might get something. It worked. And I think you might see him coming on for a lot of, 20 minutes and whatever in games. I don't think he's going to be a starter. But, mate, what I do like about Danny Ings, he believes he can be. Yeah. And that's important. If he thinks he can, and he convinces that manager, mate, you start me in this game, I'll do your job for you. But still, again, like I say, if you're not creating and feeding them, then you can put anyone up there. Nothing's happening. So it's not all about the striker's fault. No. We have to create, and we haven't. And like I say, the way he set up against Fulham the other day, we're never going to create with Souček playing as your number 10. Where are we going to create anything there? Yeah. So we'll see. If he gets a start, mate, good luck with him.
Yeah.
Guy Lawrence.
Leslie, if their best positions are Antonio, Ings and Fulkrug, Bencham, Bowen. Right then, who does start up front? Who does start up front? Bowen on the right. Hang on. Well, if you started with Bowen up front, up on the right, you'd have to have. I think you would have to have Kudus on the left or in the centre, possibly in the centre. I would still start Somerville. I would probably have a midfield of Paqueta, Alvarez, and either Guido or Soler. And yeah, Bowen on the right. Who would I start up top?
Let's see.
Really and truly, it's got to be.
It's only Chelsea, mate. Souček up front, fuck it. That'll get the fan base fucking worried, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See a meltdown there.
We could put Soufal up front, who's only ever had 2 shots on target.
Oh dear, yeah. But he'd have to run over, take the throw, and then get in the middle.
Yeah. Get the shotgun out, Cieran.
You fucking know. That prick at the back's doing my head in.
Yeah. Listening to some early 80s stuff this week.
Again, I heard a little chant the other day about Ings, was it? Well, something went like, he's slow, he's small, his hair's from Istanbul, Danny Ings.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. I don't think I've heard that one before. Cieran,
I like the undertones, right?
Yes.
I love the undertones.
Yeah, they were very good, actually.
Mm.
They were actually proper musicians as well. Right, Michael Blease, his ideal starting lineup would be Areola, Emerson, Kilman, Todibo, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Paqueta, Alvarez, Kudus, Somerville, Bowen, Fulkrug. That sounds like a very good starting 11.
That's about. I think that's where we're heading with the signings we've made. I think that's what it looks like. We've, been able to switch out maybe the other couple of players, but I think that's where we are with it. I mean, that could be eventually. That's not yet, but that could be a.
I think that's the desired target.
Yeah, whether Matey comes really good, like a Soler ends up being a star, I'd say I don't know. He could do. I don't think Guido is, but if you get everyone up to speed, I think he loses out. Just my opinion. So far from what I've seen.
Yeah, yeah. And, and those players are also available to jump in if it's not working.
Yeah, exactly that.
We've got quality now that can come on and change a game.
That's what you hope, yeah.
Yeah. And you know something? I'll tell you who I believe would work brilliantly well in this situation with these players around him as a emergency striker would have been Yarmolenko. I know he liked to come in off the right and that, but he would have played as a striker, and I think he would have been very useful with the players we've got now.
Yeah, even Anatovic would fit in.
Oh,
yeah.
More than fit in.
That's why I say
made for Anatovic.
We hope that Fulkrug becomes that. I think we might have too much expectation in him. I think it's a strange buy for a 31-year-old, and we're getting nothing back on it. We've got to make him work. We've got to, and I still believe he'll only get you 10 goals a year, if that. So yeah, when you look at the explosiveness of Cieran and his age and everything, you think, well, I mean, there might be one that got away, boy. I mean, there could be one.
I do believe it is, but let's hope that Full Crew can just fill the gap.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah, I haven't lost hope on him yet, mate.
Like Lawrence says, let's not gash him. You know, he didn't have much time before the international.
No, nothing. We haven't seen him yet, really. We've hardly seen him.
No.
So it's early days.
Yeah.
I do think you have to limit your expectations on him. He's not going to get you 20 goals. Not as simple as that. He's not.
Yeah. The undertone was my perfect cousin.
Yeah, that was a good track, wasn't it?
My perfect cousin. Whatever I do, he doesn't.
What was his name, Gabe, the lead singer? You remember better than me.
Yeah, I can't think of his name now.
The Irish boy, isn't he? He looks so Irish.
Well, didn't he go on to be a part of the Beautiful South or something?
I know.
Can't remember now. I really can't remember. Leslie, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining us. Going to get confused with two Leslies in the chat, and they both got a blue icon as well. Oh, no, that's purple. Oh no, you're right. Blue and purple. You'll be all right there, Brendan. Don't worry about it, mate. Correct, but I don't think Antonio's at his day would like to see Paul Crew. Yeah. 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 Rogues, dirty old town.
The Pogues. That's the Pogues.
Yeah, that's the Pogues. Yeah. I read it out as it was written.
Yeah.
What's going on with the young Brazilian lad? He hasn't. He's a team first one, 21st, 21. Well, let me tell you something. He's learning English. That's one thing I have heard.
All right.
He's learning English.
Good lad.
So he can understand, the scenarios around him.
Good.
I think he's Portuguese speaking, I believe, and he's got a limited English vocabulary. So he is learning English. That I do know. But as far as concerned, he featured on the bench, didn't he? In the cup game.
I think he might have been, yeah.
I think he featured on the bench, Michael. I'm not 100% on that. If anyone else can check that on Google or whatever, then please do. Better water that plant, Cieran.
I do water that fucking plant, right? I tell you what, that's the only plant in my life. I've had that about 4 years now and it's still alive. It's the only plant that was given to me, right? And, it's the only plant that's ever survived. So funny enough. And it's one of them ribbon plants that don't need a lot of water. So I have to give it a bit of water every 4 fucking days.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Oh, it's all right there. Okay. Gorgeous. Nothing wrong with that, sir. Nothing wrong with that, Tom.
The Dubliners. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they done it. They done Dirty Old Town too, yeah. It's an old Irish song, Dirty Old Town, mate. Actually, I think I know who wrote it. It was a guy called Phil Coulter, I think, who wrote Dirty Old Town. And it's about a town up in Northern Ireland, actually. There you go. There you go, sir. Bit of fucking music history, Irish music history.
Yeah. Thank you. Sheriff says, and I kind of agree with this as well, I think to try and beat Chelsea, we need a bit of pace on the wings and Paqueta as the 10. So that would be Kudos on one side and Somerville on the other.
Yeah.
So where does Bowen play? Up top?
Yeah. Yes, a tough one because Bowen and Kudos, they both play better for me on the right. But if you do start with Bowen up front, right, Paul Krug's injured. So let's say he's injured. They can switch, which is nice. Them two can actually switch between the middle and the right.
Will. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if you haven't got full crew, for this game, I think that's got to be the answer.
Yeah, but
We'll see.
yeah. Usual, true story. This he fell off the cliff, Cieran, when he got married.
Who did?
Who did?
Oh, sorry, but are you talking about Mervyn Day?
Oh.
He might be talking about Mervyn Day. Is that the truth? Is it?
Oh.
Right. It might be talking about Mervyn Day, yeah, because he did. He was so good. He was so good.
Mm.
I used to wear them cotton gloves back then, if that. Sometimes you see them with no gloves, but just them thin cotton gloves then with that heavy ball. You see the things they're wearing on their hands these days.
Yeah, I know. Mate, I used to nick when I was stuck in goal at school, I used to take my dad's gardening gloves with me, big old leather gardening gloves.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because it used to sting, that ball, geezer. Ain't that new ball you got today? That used to fucking sting.
Above the head. They weighed like a fucking boxing glove. Everybody moved and lobbed the ball.
Did you do a bit of weeding when the ball was up the other end?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, make sure the old goal posts were clear of weeds. BWW also did I Want Candy. Oh, Bow Wow Wow. Yes, they did. I Want Candy.
Oh, I remember that. I Want Candy. Yeah, I remember that.
The strongest song that we picked. I'd love to try not to be overly cautious, as he will put unnecessary pressure on himself. Yeah. Anyone remember the boys' Borstal in Portland? Can't say I ever visited a Borstal.
I don't even know where Portland is.
Portland.
You know it?
Someone wants to tell me it's down near sort of Bournemouth or somewhere that way. Hampshire or somewhere out that way. Portland Bill, I know of it. I just can't think where it is.
Yeah.
Got to give Paul Kruger chances, Darren.
Yeah, Darren.
Agreed, mate. If he's fit, he gets his chance, I believe. Yeah. I don't think he's on the bench. Maybe for the first half an hour he might be, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
Depends where he's fit.
First 45.
I think if he's fit, we've got to be playing him because that's what we got him for.
It depends on the degree of fitness, though, Cieran. You know, he's not match fit. So, do you bring him on for 45 minutes or something, or do you, start him and then bring him off?
No, if he's not match fit, I'd bring him on for the last 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Even for the last sort of 40 minutes, half an hour. I think probably better if he's not match fit. Instead of Cieran, how about Ferguson from Brighton or David Fofana at Chelsea? Well, put it this way. Chelsea are desperate to offload Fofana. And there's got to be a good reason for it other than financial. They're desperate to get rid of it.
Yeah, like Ferguson's like an up-and-coming talent. He's a decent player. But we've made our choices. We bought Fulcrum. We made the choice. And that's down to that manager to make it work. It's as simple as that. And I go on about Duran because I love that goal he scored. I mean, that's at least two winners he scored this season off the bench. Regardless of last year, he kept doing it. Yeah. And it's great. But at the end of the day, we didn't buy him. We got Fulcrum. So we've just got to be patient. And hopefully he gets fit and he starts working for it. We've made the choice, for good or bad.
Mark says that Paqueta's body language sadly tells him that he doesn't want to be here anymore.
I don't know, Mark. I don't know if I question his effort. Sometimes his application I worry about at times when he loses
Yeah.
the ball. But
I mean,
I
I
don't
kind of
get-
understand where you're coming from there, Mark. But
yeah,
when you
I
look
don't
at the
see a bad
training
body
video,
language.
when you see
I
the
just might be
training
frustrated,
video,
Mark. He might be a frustrated person at the moment, but I'm not so sure he's given up. I don't believe that.
no, I don't think he has. He is getting stick from Brazil fans too, Mark. So I think his head has gone.
Yeah, it might not help. That definitely would.
Yeah. Don't mind the cautious approach, but only do them when necessary, as you want to be front-footed against most teams around us. True.
Yeah.
Very, very good point. Do you see him in the training video with the resistance bands? He wasn't even trying. That's actually true. He wasn't. But, you know, other parts of the training video, he's quite active. That is a great point, Howard. Ketter needs his face resolved.
Need that out of the way. Yeah. Doesn't
And
help.
I think a lot of his body language is to do with that. I've got to be honest. This is Colin's second starting 11 that he would choose. Ariola, Wamsaka, Kilman, Tadibo, Mavropanos, Soufal, Alvarez, Somerville, Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen up front. Yeah, looks reasonable.
Yeah, that's
looks reasonable.
If Emerson's not fit, that's the back four I'd probably go for.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you're going for a back three, isn't he? Yeah.
And Simon says he can't keep putting Kudus on the left. It's not his best position. We know, and he does look a little frustrated when he's out on that left side, I think, because he's not able to cut in onto his left foot. Having said that, he's a professional and he will play where he's put. But, yeah, I agree. I think for his benefit, for the team's benefit and for the result that we need to get.
That's where we need Somerville to step up and make that position his own.
I believe he will, because Somerville is a damn good little player.
He is. He's just got to get game time to prove it. And, you know, he done okay against Fulham when he came on at half-time. Faded a bit probably near the end. Didn't see much of him. But the first 20 minutes, he was lively. He was okay. We were better because he was on, and we were better because Paquetá was on. And I just hope he just gets better and better, that young lad, because I think he is a talent.
Howard says Irving up front against the Rent boys.
Oh, that'd be a throw a curveball in there, Howard, wouldn't it?
That'd be a curveball. About Irving, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I only see him that friendly against Dagenham. I think he scored, didn't he? He scored a cracker. But that's it, yeah. Whether he's up to scratch, who would know? Fucking hell, Frankel!
Adam Frankel, good evening to you, sir. I don't know why we're signing Fulcrum to not start him. Exactly. Also, hi guys.
Good night, Adam. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, he's doing good, hopefully. Hopefully, another one of our expats in the US of A. Dallas, I believe. Cieran, I asked what country gets it, not which fan base.
Yeah, well, the Kiwis, mate. I'm doing New Zealand this morning because of that fucking digger and at the back there making a noise. It's the Kiwis getting it today. Fucking awesome. And I think they lost in rugby. The All Blacks lost, didn't they? South Africa. They're playing Australia at the weekend. The Bledisloe Cup. I think Australia are going to do them. The All Blacks ain't what they were, mate. How's that?
Yeah. But New Zealanders are just fake Aussies anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, mate. Well, some of them are bigger. You see, them Maori boys, geezer, fucking hell. You want to see the size of some of them.
Oh, no,
no wonder they play rugby.
I worked with a Maori on a building site in Crawley years and years ago.
Yeah.
And the geezer was 6'5", built like a tank. And do you know what his job was?
Oh, no, plasterer.
No, he was a hod carrier.
Oh, yeah. Built for that, mate. Built for that.
You know, he had a. Do you remember the old plastering hods? You used to get 18 bricks on them.
Yeah, remember?
He had one of them, and he was running them up the ladders, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could put 20 on mine.
Right.
Oh, they're big boys. Mate, I worked at, when I was working away there in one of the camps out west doing the power lines, there was a geezer there. His son was an All Black. You know, he lived about 4 doors down from me on these little dongers we lived in. And we used to sit outside around a table, have a beer every night, and talking to him about his son. His son actually moved to England, to Newcastle, to play. Big Maori boy, his dad. Anyway, he said, look, I've got a pair of these shorts. And he brought them out of his donga, right, these shorts of his sons. Unfucking believable. I put them on, geezer. So I've worn a pair of all black shorts. And they're about 2 foot wider than me. That's how wide he was around the girl. Fucking huge, man. And then, because I got to know his dad well, I actually watched him on telly playing. Fucking legs, unlike tree trunks. Unbelievable. They are a big race. The Samoans and the Maoris and the Pacific Islands, they're just a big race of people, man. They're huge. Yeah, big guys.
Mark's saying he weren't actually joking. He means he wouldn't mind seeing her.
Right. Well, it would be a curveball, mate.
Yeah.
I think you would. The only reason that couldn't happen, Mark, is because at the end of the day, Ings come on and done something, made a difference.
Yeah.
So I don't think he ever gets in front of Ings for that reason.
Yeah. Good evening, Ray. Thanks for joining us. He said late on parade.
Hey, Ray.
It's not bad, not too bad, mate. We've only been going for an hour, so you're all good. You're all good. We don't mind that. Yarmolenko still hasn't beaten Shevchenko's scoring record yet.
Probably never will.
Probably never will, no. I mean, look at Shevchenko's record in Champions League. That was unbeaten for a long time, wasn't it?
No, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I liked him, though. Top player.
I think it was actually what's his name? Messi that beat him. But he had a record and it stood for a long time. Yeah. Fergal Sharkey.
Fergal, that was him. Fergal. Man, he's such an Irish looking boy, Fergal, man. And an Irish name too. But Fergal Sharkey, yeah. Really good. Yeah. He was the
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Howard. The Undertones, of course. Thank you. Beautiful South was the guy from the House Martins. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Ray's even chipping in with Fergal Sharkey. Thank you.
Yeah, Fergal, man. Yeah, he was
Leslie
good.
Barton, because we've got 2 Leslies in. Leslie B. Ariola, Sacker, Mavropanos, Kilman, Emerson, Alvarez, Rodders, Soler, Summy. Who's Summy?
Somerville.
Oh, yeah, Somerville. Of course he is. Kudos, Bowen up front. Yeah, up front. Yeah, that looks good. Because he flicked the kick and I didn't know. That's obviously lyrics. Fergal Sharkey. Thank you, John. The 2 brothers from Undertones played in That Petrol Emotion. Undertones are playing a gig in Derry in October.
Really, Brendan? Wow. It's still going.
Wow.
There you go.
My dog's telling me he wants to go out. Well, I'm telling you, you've got to wait for a while. Good boy. He's always beaten me at Stabutio. Undertones. All right. Okay. Was never 25 million.
Yeah.
R.I.P. John Peel.
Is he? How many gone? Is he, Howard?
Oh, well, that's a bad
John Peel, man. I used to listen to him like late at night, wasn't he, John Peel?
Yeah, we all used to listen to him.
Really, the name. I'm trying to get the face.
Yeah, he had balding head, a real soft and.
Yeah. He was,
You know, he used to speak really low tone.
he was a late night radio hound, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
So
Yeah,
I used to listen to that a lot.
he had the perfect face for radio.
He's not the same geezer with the beard who done the old grey whistle test, is he? It's not him. No. Just can't remember. I can't get his face, but I remember him name well.
He was never a big bloke. He was quite a short guy. Used to do Top of the Pops and stuff as well, you know. Yeah, and also I want to mention R.I.P. to Tito Jackson as well.
All right, he gone. No one.
He went at the beginning of the week, apparently. So yeah, rest in peace to you too, sir. Tyler, let's celebrate this party's over. I'm going home. Ariola, Human Alvarez, Rodriguez. Guilherme, impact of Guilherme, I've heard quicker than Mbappe. Well, that's the thing. Guilherme is another kind of ball at the moment. I don't think we've bought him to use in the first team this season.
No.
I
get that impression. He's not going to see much.
I think he's here to learn and then to be an impact next season.
Yeah, he can't understand what Lopetegui's saying yet, so give him a couple of months learning that language.
Yeah. Dirty Old Town was written by you and Phil.
Brendan, are you sure? Dirty Old Town. I tell you what, when I said Phil Coulter, I might be thinking of another major song. Yeah, you might be right there, Brendan. You probably are right. Phil Coulter wrote a very famous song that a lot of Irish musicians have sang. I don't think he's Dirty Old Town.
The Cause, yeah?
Huh?
These children were the band, The Cause, yeah?
Who
the one that you're talking about. Phil
Coulter, no.
Oh, okay. Actually, reappeared, look.
All right, Ashley.
Yeah. Yes, fashionably late. Well, she was fashionably early and then buggered off for an hour. So, yeah. R.I.P. Kirsty.
Is that Kirsty McCall?
Yeah.
Okay, remember.
Wow. Yeah. They're all going.
Been a good week, isn't it?
Hanging Miss Happy. Oh. Back on duty. Just saw that usual. An emotional fish. Right, okay. Near Dorset in Paul.
Oh, is that where it is?
Oh, for God's sake, what have I just done? Oh, mate, do you know how far behind I am?
No.
Quite a lot. Can't believe Budgie is getting our geography questions again. I know. Fucking hell, terrific, and I. Moderator's turned up. Yep, she has. Bless her cotton. I thought Dirty Old Town was written about witnessing Czechia.
Pretty sure, James, it's about a town in Ireland. And I'm sure it's in the north. I'm sure it was set in the north of Ireland. But
there you go. Portland is an island off of Dorset on the Jurassic coast. Well, I weren't far off when I said Hampshire then.
It's an island off Dorset. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
No, you got it down there, didn't you? You weren't too far. I didn't have a fucking clue.
I wasn't far off, you know.
Shipbuilding town.
I could row from like Dorset to Hampshire quite easily. Famous for its shipbuilding. Darren says, hit the like button. I just have. Thank you, Darren.
Cheers, Darren.
Thank you for reminding me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Liking the stream and subscribing costs you absolutely nothing. but it helps us to come back week after week. Fulkrug, like it or lump it. Well, put it this way: if he's not fit, I wouldn't want to risk him. It costs too much money. You know, that's just my personal opinion.
Well, we've got him now. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah. Howard, the man in the wheelchair. Don't know what that's about. Oh, good morning to Alan. Alan Dunn. I know you're in Australia. Hello, boys. My team would be Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Tadibo, Kilman, Emerson. So, yes, a three centre-back. Good idea. Alvarez, Paqueta, Somerville, Bowen, Tudor, and see how we are after going after the break, because we have decent players on the bench. Absolutely, Alan, and that's more or less mirroring, the stuff that some of the guys in the chat have been saying, and Kieran and I have said similar sort of stuff as well. Robert, what or Costello? Oh, I don't know what that's about. Don't know the reference usual. No. HH has run off again.
Yeah.
Robert Wyatt, hit the like button as it helps the boys, and we do love the show, so support it. Thank you very much, Leslie. Much appreciated. We love to hear all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but if you don't like it, fuck it.
Yeah. Watching the detectives. Now that was
Elvis Costello.
Elvis Costello and
the attractions.
The attractions, yeah.
What? I loved him, Elvis Costello.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. I loved him. I like
great track. Great track. Watching the detective.
He looked like a proper Gommel, but he was brilliant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was good, man.
Yeah.
He married that jazz singer, didn't he? The girl. She was a real top-notch jazz singer. I'm pretty sure she was gorgeous. And yeah, he done well there, mate. Punched above his weight there.
Yeah. Calling Elvis. Oh, right. So the Robert Wyatt version of shipbuilding, I'm a fan of Costello. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Oliver's Army is here to stay.
Oliver's Army, another great track by him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good, man.
Right. So Collins heard a strong rumour Steidten is after the striker that plays for England.
Well, we'll see. I think we missed out on the one we should have got, but time will tell.
There you go. Mohamed Amoura. Randy's saying.
Don't know who that is.
He's a Frankfurt striker, as they want 40 million. They want, that's the story. Right.
Okay.
Right, okay. Amoura is Algerian, apparently.
Yeah, close.
The reason I believe we have Fulkrug and not Cieran is because of Ings and Agard fucked us about until deadline day.
Yeah, well, that could be the case.
Good possibility. Yes, Budgie. Portland is in Weymouth. I work there as an electrical contractor in HMYOI Young Offenders Institute. Right. Okay.
That's a good place to put them, isn't it?
Up on the cliff.
You little bastards.
Yeah.
Huh?
So it's high up on the cliffs. Is that so that if they try to escape, you can throw them off the edge?
Yes, it's a lot.
They must have fallen while they were escaping.
Mate, I'll tell you what I did. I made sure after watching Scum, that ball store they were in. I went, that's me, mate. I'm on the straight and now.
I never go into no fucking place like that. No.
I actually went to the premiere of that, geezer. You know, but I might have told you this before, but I went to the premiere of Scum. I think it was the Prince Charles Theatre up the West End. We knew someone that was in the industry, and they got us tickets. Me and my mates rocked up to a premiere of a low-budget film with Scum at the time. And we were, and Winston was there. Didn't even know him, but I know he was there. All the actors were there. And I watched it, and fucking hell, that film scared the life out of me. I just went, what? You mean, if ever I was going to go on the wrong track, that set me straight. Especially that, you know, the greenhouse scene. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the life out of me. I went, no. I'm going to be a good boy.
Anthony, thank you for joining us, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Budgie, mind that door. Yeah, all right. Okay, so the story is I've got a hand injury because I was plastering and I came off of a corner as I would always do. It had a bead on it. And there's the door set back from the corner that I'm plastering. And the nosy bloody customer opened the door as I'm coming off the corner.
Smacked you.
Smacked my arm on the door and it's gone right up in the elbow now.
Nice.
Fucking killing me. Yeah. Nice. So, mind that door, not shut that door.
All in my side. Great track, Lee. Great track.
Yeah. Gone in my side. Yes. Eurythmics, correct. Mundo. Shevchenko was a machine until he arrived at Chelsea. And then he kind of needed oiling a bit more often because...
Yeah, that could be said for a lot of players that go to Chelsea. I don't blame the players.
Yeah.
I think it's just Chelsea.
Good evening, Celine. Thank you for joining us. Run for Home, another good track. Yeah. Yeah, Run for Home, running back. Just as fast. Anyway, I'm not going to sing anymore because I'm top songs up and destroying. Is Janice Long still alive? No,
She a presenter.
Yeah, she
yeah,
is. I believe she's already gone now. I'm not 100% on it, but I'm quite sure that she went maybe a year, maybe two ago. But I don't believe she's still with us now. But then I could be wrong. She might just have left Radio 2. I don't know. I can't remember now. It was a while back. I heard something. The Undertones was John Field's favourite band. Been dead a while. Yeah. Bob Harris was the really low one.
Do you know, I was just about to say, look, because it's been doing me head in since I said the geezer with the beard on the old grey whistle test. And well done, Michael. And yeah, Bob Harris, man. His voice, and he was so good, wasn't he? So laid back and chilled, that geezer.
Yeah. You've got to remember, Cieran, Michael is usual suspect.
Yeah,
so
I've got it. You've got it.
We know he knows his music and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We've learned that over the last couple of years. Rico 65.
Richo.
Yeah, go on, mate. Oh,
yeah, of course. Oh, God. It won't be long. It won't be long, will it? Fuck it.
Thank you, Leslie. Janice Long died in 2021. So it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was close. Again, I was close.
How they done it again, didn't they, Everton, at the weekend? 2-0 up and lost 3-2. You fucking man.
Good evening to Tony from Early Doors Football TV. Good evening and good morning to Budgie and Cieran. Thank you very much. Big up all in the chat, he says. Are you still listening to Janice religiously, Leslie? That's a shame too. Yeah, actually, I agree. James is saying hi to Tony and everybody's returning. The Town I Love So Well by...
That's what I'm thinking of, Brendan. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Town I Love So Well. I got it mixed up with Dirty Old Town. Now that is about Derry. It was, Brendan. Yeah. Fucking great track. And always loved it, man. Don't matter who sang it, I love that song. The Town I Love So Well. I got it mixed up. Well done, Brendan. Sweet. Whispering Bob Harris, that was it. Yeah.
Right, Cieran, mate. It seems like half the team don't understand what record
Yeah, Colin, yeah. I'm not sure.
I'm
I don't
glad
know
he
what
ain't that
happened to
one of you.
He gets a bit excited too, doesn't he, Lobby? Like blaming everyone bar himself. I've noticed that sort of creeping in. He seems to be jumping up and down, and especially in that first half against Fulham. But mate, it was your fucking team that you put out was the problem, not them. It was never going to work. But I'm still going to give him time. I'm not going to slag him off yet. Give him another 6 games, then he's getting it. If he ain't improved, he's getting it. Fucking big time.
Anthony Herbert says Tony said 3-0 to Chelsea on their show. On the Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Which is...
Did he? What? Then Chelsea's going to win 3-0?
Yeah.
No, Tony, you're a fucking disgrace, mate. Absolute disgrace.
Dirty Old Town was actually Alford.
Yeah, it was the other one here. So I got it mixed up. I was thinking about the other side.
Brendan seems to think the best we're going to get on Saturday is a draw. Struggling to get enthusiastic. Hard on for Loppy's selection just yet. Oh, right, yeah. Get you.
We'll see. Like, tough game again. Chelsea, it's lots of tough games coming, man. And Chelsea is another one. Chelsea are one of them guys. They did the same last year. You could not pick them, right? They can turn up, and I think they can put any team to the sword on their day. Yeah. And then they can turn up and fucking lose to Ipswich or Leicester, or you know what I mean? They're one of them on the day.
Yeah, they could lose to a non-league.
You just don't know what you're getting from them. That's what makes it hard for us. I can't pick. If they're having a bad day, which they're going to have plenty of this year, I reckon, and we're good at the weekend, we beat them. Simple as that. They're not that good, but when they are, especially the sort of front 5 they've got, fuck them with pace, they can hurt you. Yeah. So we've got to be careful.
Colin's saying, Budgie and Cieran, chaps, talk about goalies. We could have had a great in Banksy. We will talk about goalies, but not tonight. The reason I don't want to do it tonight is because I'm going to ask one of our ex-goalkeepers to come on with us on an old school Hammers, and we will then have plenty of time to discuss goalkeepers, including his career. And yes, I am talking about Craig Forrest. I'm going to ask him to come on one day soon, but we have to bear in mind he is a pundit in Canada, so it's difficult for him to find the time all the time. So we're just waiting on a window for him to come on, and we are going to talk goalkeepers because the
only question he seems to be quite normal, Craig Forrest, where most goalkeepers are mental.
Oh, Craig is very good at showing that he is normal. Very good at it.
Yeah.
But put a pair of gloves on the man.
I'd say you are.
And we see how mad he can be.
No, good. He's a good geezer. But most of the goalkeepers, even on and off the pitch, are fucking bizarre. They're a bit mental. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
We have to put up with Bosnich here as a pundit. Fucking wanker. He talks some shit, man. Fucking knobhead. Absolutely knobhead.
And who is it that gets Tim Howard on there? I think that's TNT or whatever it's called now. They sometimes get Tim Howard on. As much as I like him as a fella, if he's not talking about goalkeeping, he's not worth being on there. Because he don't really make up a lot of sense, you know. But anyway, let's move on. Brendan, as mentioned, Lockby needs to pick a positive lineup and we will be happy. Agreed. Yeah. Melody Gardot, the jazz singer.
Oh, cheers, Howard. That's their name, Melody Gardot. Yeah, nice.
He's put a question mark there, so is it ringing bells for you? No,
the name, that Melody doesn't. I thought it was a different name, to be honest. Yes, that. What was it? Fucking usual again, man. Yeah, it's Diana Krall. That's the girl. Diana Krall. Hell of a talent, too.
Yeah. We signed Bobby Ferguson instead of Ferguson over Banksy. Yes, we've always been good at transfers. Yeah, I actually remember that.
Ferguson, far better, Leslie. Far better.
I remember hearing about that. Whether I know about it firsthand or, it's been told to me, I can't remember. Yeah. But I did hear about that we were.
We signed Bobby Ferguson in an era that Scottish goalkeepers used to get slaughtered. They used to be a meme thing of goalkeepers that were so bad. Like, I mean, was it Gary Sprake at Leeds and that? The fucking mistakes they used to make was horrendous. And everyone, all Scottish goalkeepers sort of got tarred with the same brush. And we bought one. I mean, oh shit! But Bobby was all right, man. He wasn't a bad keeper. He was good.
He was a good keeper. Still struggling with Michael Rose. AT, good evening, or actually, it's still good evening.
Yeah, another good geezer.
I didn't want to go to Chelsea. Great song by Elvis Costello.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah, actually, we should have that as our theme tune.
After next weekend.
Yeah,
if
permission to have that as our theme tune, eh?
But Elvis Costello was another. He's a clever boy. He's a real musician. He's a writer. He's a composer. But he came on that wave of punk music. He's another one that benefited from punk breaking the doors down, and him coming through the door with Elvis Costello and the Attractions, and he was superb. It was great.
Yeah, and whenever I think of Elvis Costello, I think of independent sound, because he was quite a unique sound.
Yeah, it was unique. It was like a reggae. Yeah, so I had a reggae mix into a pop. It was really different. I loved it. Yeah, it's great.
And he came about with the punk era, but there was nothing punk about him.
Not at all, no. It's like the new wave that came after punk. But I do believe if it weren't for punk music knocking the doors down, bands like his doesn't get played. You're right. That's what
Howard said. Yeah, Scum was brutal.
Oh fuck yeah! Fucking scared the life out of me, man. Fucking scared the life out of me. God knows how old I was then. I must have only been 18 when that came out. If you knew when Scum came out, I'd say it would have been about 1988, 89. I don't know, or 87 maybe. It was somewhere around that time.
A tad earlier.
I was so lucky to go to the premiere of it. Really lucky.
Yeah. Ray Winston was
just a boy then.
19, I think he said he was.
Yeah, something like that, Geezer, yeah. About 19. I was 16, 17 or 18, something like that.
It was actually filmed by the BBC as a TV drama.
Yeah, it was going to be a TV thing. It was too brutal for TV, wasn't it?
Too brutal. And there's the classic line from the movie. Where's your tool? What tool? He's
he's having it with the other daddy of the other wing, didn't he? He said, where's your tool? There's a fucking tool, bang.
Yeah, it was
actually, funny enough, Geezer, when I was working over in North London there, I met up with a geezer there, and he knew, the geezer he done with the snooker balls in the sock.
Yeah.
Forget his name in the movie. He had a name, didn't he? He was the daddy that he come and took over, right?
Yeah.
Pongo. That was it. Pongo. Well done, son. Good memory you had, boy. Pongo, right. I went for a drink with this North London boy I was working with, and he took me to the pub where he used to drink, and I met him. He's a lovely guy, mate. Really good. Tall boy, man. He's a big lad. And I met him and had a beer with him. He was top geezer. He was all right, man. Real nice guy. Real down to earth sort of bloke, Yeah. Just got him acting a bit like Ray Winston.
My favourite character in the whole film, though, was Archer.
He's a hippie cut.
The one that didn't wear boots and all that. Yeah.
What did he write on the wall, Skeezer? I am happy. Was it I am happy or something?
Happy. Yeah, that's it. I am happy. And then he got. So Brendan says he likes Kroll's stuff.
Yeah. She did this stuff, wasn't it?
Lynn preferred Oliver's Army.
Yeah, that was a good track, wasn't it?
Janice Long was Keith Chegwin's sister, apparently.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Usual selling me. I'm believing it. I fucking believe it, man.
I'm believing it and all.
Oh.
Yeah, Chegwin. I'll put that and it says Chegwins. Yeah, always Howard. I'll tell you what, this guy knows a lot more about music immediately, till he...
I tell you this, but no, bollocks to usual. I know far more than usual, right? But I can't remember any of it. So that makes a difference.
Yeah, you've forgotten more than he remembers, haven't you?
Oh, I wish I could remember everything like he's got a good memory, usual.
Oh, he's got a great memory.
Or he's fucking Googling every 2 seconds on that fucking computer of his.
Yeah. But he says he prefers music to the TV.
Yeah. I've sort of lacked that lately.
I don't watch TV unless it's a football game. Really? I watch YouTube.
I tell you what, I've stopped watching YouTube football stuff lately. I've sort of got away from that. And not watching much. I watch an odd thing. That's it.
Yeah, no, I keep up with all the channels and the channel stuff
sort of
on my TV and YouTube and that. I've got not Netflix. I've got Amazon Prime and Disney Plus on there, and that's the only 3 things I use my TV for. So I don't do live TV. So, Howard says he hasn't owned a TV for 15 years.
Wow, is that right, Howard?
Your laptop must need replacing by now, then, Howard.
I'll tell you what, you've probably picked the best 15 years not to have it because the shit that's on it is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. McKnight.
Yeah, he's a keeper. Alan McKnight, another keeper we bought.
Yeah. Lynn saying hi, happy. Roberto.
Best keeper ever. Best keeper ever.
We ever bought, that is, mate. I'm telling you. Because no matter how long it goes, we'll always remember that name.
Yeah, always. Well, he sealed the fate of Matey, didn't he? The manager.
Yeah. And his own.
Yeah. No, he weren't that good, man. He weren't that good.
Yeah. Chris Williams. We are actually, in my opinion, never had a proper striker in a long time.
No, time will tell, Chris. Time will tell whether a full crew becomes it. We don't know. I'm 50-50 whether he will make a major impact or not. But you're right, we haven't had one for a long time. Actually, we have. I just don't think we've played them right.
I'm good with re-signing Carlton Cole.
No, that is desperation, isn't it?
I know.
Jesus.
How many times did we sign him, let him go, sign him? 3 times we signed him, didn't we?
No, he was never that fucking good, to be honest, mate. I like Carlton Cole. He done all right here and there.
But he was loyal. And he's still loyal. Yeah,
he was a battling centre forward, man. That's about it.
And he was loyal to the club and has remained so, He still works for us, It's great. I love that.
Are you sure about that? I know. I know Phil Parks was. I know Phil Parks was a world record for a goalkeeper, right? Phil Parks. I'm not sure about Ferguson.
500,000 it was for Phil Parks.
No, it was more, mate. It was about 6.5.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was about 650 grand, and it was a world record at the time for a goalkeeper. Now, maybe Ferguson was as well, because we did fucking lay out money on goalkeepers, mate. We were never shy on that. when it came to goalkeepers. We paid money for them then. So, but yeah, if Ferguson was as well, I'd be surprised. But yeah, play.
Yeah. World record fee for a keeper. Alan Ross was okay.
Bit rough.
Chris thinks Carlton Cole. See, that was the last time we had a proper striker. Him and
we've had lots of good strikers. We couldn't keep them on the pitch or play to their strengths. Fucking Andy Carroll was a great striker.
When we had Carlton Cole and Marlon Harewood up there, that was a bit special. I love that era.
Was that in the Championship? Mainly.
Yeah. Budgie, what you said about Tim Howard is exactly what I think about former outfield players. Talking about goalkeepers, clueless. Absolutely, Bongo. Absolutely. And, you know, that's why, I mean, there are certain players that are kind of qualified to judge a keeper. And that would be, for me, a striker. That is it. That is the only player I think is qualified to judge a keeper's ability, movement and stuff, because they play against them all the time. They're trying to beat. That's the last man they got to beat. But other than that,
funny enough, Gazer, I used to play when I was back home for a while. I played as like a 5-a-side, 6-a-side thing in Essex there, and we battered this team, right? Battered them in the first half. Now we had a top goalkeeper, right? He's ex-semi-pro, whatever. And at half time, I mean, their keeper pulled off save after save after save, right?
Yeah.
And he said, and I said to my goalkeeper, I said, mate, he's fucking good there, keeper. And he said, no, he ain't. He said, it's you. He said, you keep hitting it where he knows it's going to go. He said, when you come out in the second half, wherever you think you should shoot it to, go the other side. That's all he said to me, go the other way. I scored a goal within fucking 45 seconds. And a shit shot as well. I just kicked it the other way to where I would normally put it, right? And it rolled in because he'd already dived. He dived to his right. I put it to the left, and it just rolled in.
Yeah.
It's just a great little bit. That goalkeeper saw what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
So you can predict it. So
it's a bit of fun for us. Look, if you could pick players from the past at West Ham to play for today's game, one goalie, 2 defenders, 2 mid, 2 wing, 2 strikers of your choice. Interesting.
Well, I know the 2 strikers on it.
Go on, let's go for it. Your keeper.
Well, look, one of the best years I ever had was Cotty McAvaney, so they're the 2 I put up front because they worked well together and we played the 2 and they just worked. And it's as simple as that. The 2 midfielders would be Devonshire and Brooking.
Right. Okay. Wingers?
Wingers. I could say Harry Redknapp, but I'm not sure he was that great, but he was quick.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about that one. 2 defenders would be probably Tony Gow and Alvin Martin.
Yeah, good shout. Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, Phil Parks.
Good shout. I'll go the other way because that's how they're written. So for me, the goalkeeper I would have in is got to be Shaka. I love him. I love Shaka. 2 defenders, Alvin Martin, Bobby Moore. 2 midfielders. Again, I agree with you, Trevor Brooking, Alan Devonshire. 2 wingers.
Ian Bishop.
I'd have to go Dimitri Payet on the left. I'm sorry, I would have to.
Class him as a winger? Yeah, look, if he's a winger, he's in. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
If class him as a winger, he's my man. Yeah.
He was always out there, wasn't he?
He was out there. He was amazing.
I would play him as a left winger. Definitely.
Regardless how it ended, Mike, he's one of the best players I've ever seen in the Claret League.
Me too. On the right, I think maybe I would even be so bold as to put kudos out there. I know. He said somebody from the past, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Redknapp, because I can't think of anyone else. But I'm not sure he was that great.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what? Let's go with Yossi Benayoun.
Yeah, I love, but Benayoun was great. I wouldn't class him as a winger, though. But yeah.
Couldn't you play him there, though?
Play him anywhere. Play that boy anywhere.
Imagine Yossi Benayoun playing in Bowen's position.
Mm. Yeah, I can't remember.
Devastating, mate. Devastating.
Great player.
And for strikers, I would probably have to go with Jeff Hurst. I want to say Andy Carroll, really. I think.
Well, if we could have kept him on the pitch, he would be up there, Gozer, but we couldn't. Well, the clue was, though, Liverpool paid fucking ridiculous money for Carroll to come from Newcastle to Liverpool. Yeah. Right? And then we got him for fucking, 15 mil? A bargain. And there was a reason for that. They couldn't keep him on the pitch. And we done the same. That's why he got him for 15 mil.
Yeah.
He was a great player, but he's too injury prone. Simple as that.
Yeah, agreed. Right, okay. Colin believes that we will beat Chelsea 3-1.
Nice. Positive.
Good positive vibes, mate.
Could happen.
Haller and Skamaka were proper strikers, in my opinion. Yeah. Just shockingly misused by United. And that
absolutely,
100%. You get yourself a little gold sticker for that one, Ian.
Absolutely. He didn't want him. I'll tell you that now. He definitely didn't want Haller when he turned up.
No. Right, here we go. Yeah. So, Wally, good evening to you, sir. Tim Howard is one of the programme halftime commentators on NBC Peacock here in the US. Yeah, and he's not great, is he, Wally? Let's be honest. He's not great.
I don't get to watch him.
Yeah. Ferguson was a world record. There you go.
He was, okay.
65 grand.
From Kilmarnock. Righto. Usual. So there's two of them then. There's two world records we broke then. Parks and Ferguson.
Good evening, Sean. Oi, wankers.
Oh, what did I say? I said 650, didn't I? Fucking fresh. He'd have to come in and fuck me, wouldn't he?
I said around about 500. You said 650.
650, I thought it was.
I'm a little bit closer than you.
What? No. We're about the same, geezer. I think it's a draw. I think it's a draw.
10 or 15 grand.
Yeah, I think it's a draw. Okay. I'm including the extras, geezer, the add-ons.
Oh, of course, yeah, they weren't around then, boy. They weren't around then. Good evening, Paul. Thank you for joining us. It's all okay saying about the striker situation, but we could have LA up front and wouldn't score.
Exactly, Paul. My point earlier on, man, if you've got a forward up there that's getting absolutely no service or you're creating nothing, it doesn't matter who you got up there. And I think you're right.
Yeah, Haller scored a brace on his debut against Watford and then it all went downhill. Yeah, because he didn't look like he was happy about it and nobody wanted to give him the ball.
No, he didn't want him. Moyes didn't want him, man. It's as simple as that. He didn't want him. And that was very evident on it. And his post-match fucking talks. I remember that girl asking him, after he scored that overhead screamer, and she asked him, oh, what a goal. And all fucking Moyes could say was, oh, I wish he could score the tap-ins as well. That would do it. He no credit, no nothing. He was just, didn't want him. Because he never bought him. But he tossed a 20-odd fucking million just because he didn't want it. Prick.
Anthony Herbert wants to know if Danny Ings is the next Haaland at West Ham. He's about as close to being Haaland at West Ham as Declan Rice is to David Beckham in fashion sense. How's that?
No, he's not, mate. No.
I
don't think
Haaland's seen what Declan Rice was wearing.
Yeah, what a wank. Obviously, some fashion bullshit. It was obviously a fashion thing, crap.
Oh, what?
But anyway, I don't think Haaland's having to get a hair transplant anytime soon. I think he's right.
Sean, yes, the usual suspects are in, and usual suspect is in because the usual suspect is this man.
Figured it out.
This man here, Michael Rose. That's his real name. So
I think he knows that. He said it in brackets.
Yeah, no, he says hello to Michael Rose, but he didn't know that he was usual suspect. Look, all the usual suspects are in, apart from usual suspect. But he is in. He's in disguise, fresh.
Yeah. He's gone rosy.
Changing the suspect. Subject. Ashley Young is older than Wayne Rooney.
All right. He may well be. He's not doing too good either.
Oh, great. Randy says it's a shame about Haller and Skamaka. Imagine if one of them or both of them had worked out with the current crop of players we've got now and played the right system. It could be special. What a shame, really. Agreed. And I got to be honest with you, I was very excited when Skamaka came. I did a little show on Green Street Elites, didn't I? About it. I was really happy.
But I was happy with Haller, to be honest. I was more excited about Haller when he came. Yeah. I knew I'd watched a bit of him and went, well, yeah, he'll do us.
He was our first £50 million signing, wasn't he?
Was he? I can't remember.
45. I think he was 45.
40 odd, yeah. So we sold him at 20 odd and lost a load of money, didn't we?
Loads of money. Right, so Colin thinks that Fulkrug might not cut it in the team.
He might not, Colin, but I think that's down to expectation. Like I say, my expectation of Fulkrug isn't high. I expect him to get us 10 goals a season and be important, but that's it. He is not your 20-goal a season player. It's not happening. So my expectations are a lot lower than some people. So it depends what you expect. If he gets his 10 goals and links up and gets a few assists and makes us better up front, then you know, he's cutting it. But if you expect him to score 20, he'll never do that. I'm fucking sure.
And you know, I think in addition to that, I'll say that, yeah, I'm agreeing. I think you are expecting between 10 and 12 goals a season.
Yeah, that's what I expect.
But, you know, you're also looking at him getting somewhere near that in assists as well. You know, maybe 6 to 8 or 8 to 10 maybe in assists. So, you know.
We judge it at the end of the season, well, not, but he has to be on the pitch as well.
Yeah,
and he has to play.
A player that does that.
He's got to be on the pitch to do it.
Sean would like to see Mark Warden.
Not bad. Love Jeff Pike, Shawnee. One of the most underrated players we've ever had, I think, Jeff Pike. His work rate was phenomenal. Great player.
Harry Redknapp had a song, but he was...
He did. We got Harry Redknapp on the wing, on the wing. That was the song. He was quick, but yeah, he's pretty shit after that, I think.
He scored a couple of nice goals.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I can't remember him, but yeah. Especially when you was in the chicken and he's running past you.
Yeah. Leslie would have Trevor Sinclair on the right wing.
Yeah, that's true, Leslie. That's a good pick. Yeah, I forgot about old Trevor. He was good.
That's right. And Mark's got a good chat there. Matty Etherington on the left.
Yeah, that was a good boy.
Before the gambling, of course.
Can't be perfect.
Okay, Tony, thank you for joining us.
See you, Tony.
An early start. Thanks, mate. Appreciated and enjoyed your show earlier as well, mate. Sorry I had to leave early, but, you know, needs must. Take care, buddy. Have a good day tomorrow. Samati Abu.
Yeah, I never got to see a lot with him at the time in Australia. I never saw him that much.
Yeah, you really was, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we didn't have the, you know, I have got it now, you know, all the Premier League games and whatever. But back, there was a period in Australia we didn't have it.
Yeah.
And it was, especially when we were in the Championship, I couldn't
we didn't have that much of it either. You know, if you weren't going to the games, you weren't seeing the whole game.
I missed out a lot. I heard a lot about Samasi Abu, but I never really watched him week in, week out to have an opinion.
Oh, he was incredible.
Okay.
He was like Pele with concrete boots on.
Nice.
Well, he thought he was Pele, but he had concrete boots on.
Samasi Abu. That's a great name.
It is good name. You always want a player with a name like that to do well, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always like the name Faguli, but what I didn't realise was he wasn't that great a player. But there you go. Saw Mark Ward score a worldie for West Ham at Oxford many moons ago.
Yeah,
well,
good.
I have got a photograph of me in line with Mark Ward and Frank McAvenny and another guy called Stuart, who's another fan. And there's a picture of us outside the London Stadium just after the 3-2 win over Chelsea, 3-1 win over Chelsea, a couple of seasons back. Yeah, I've actually seen Mark a few times actually, and Macca. See him quite a lot down at the stadium. Not that I'm there all the time, but when I do get there, I do get.
No, they've asked me to have photos with them, Budge, and I just, I don't do that.
Yeah, no. Seen Slate's up there. Stuart Slater. He's great, actually. Stuart Slater. He's a really good laugh. Really good.
The only time when I flew down to Sydney, the only time I've had photos with ex-pros, really. When I flew down to Sydney, they were doing a anniversary of the National League here in Australia, and it was a big suit tie sort of thing. And I met Tim Cahill and Robbie Slater, and I went outside for a cigarette at a smoking area outside, and Robbie Slater was out there having a play. And I had a really good chat with Robbie Slater and had a photo taken with him, and I had a photo taken with Tim Cahill. You know, it was an Australian thing.
Yeah, and
that was
Everton player. He's actually an Everton legend, I would say.
Oh, I thought he was fantastic at him.
He was great. Fantastic. I mean, whenever he was on the pitch, you feared because you knew he was going to do something.
That boy could leap. That boy could head. He could score goals from a header, beating centre halves, man. And I stood next to him, and we're about the same height, about 5'10", maybe 5'11". But he could get up big.
Breaking news on the West Ham network. Look. Joined Bordeaux today.
Was he selling wine?
Colin, I like your choices. You could have played Devonshire on the wing.
Absolutely.
Your choice is same as mine. Great minds think alike.
Yeah, on the left, you're right, Colin. Devonshire on the left, man, was fantastic. It was just brilliant.
Yeah. I always remember Devonshire wearing the 8 shirt, though, For me, he kind of epitomised that 8 shirt for me.
I loved McAvenny's story about him, when McAvenny turned up at West Ham. And Devonshire came up to him and said, mate, just when you come deep, get the ball, just give it to me, and I'll get it back to you. Right? That's it. And McAvenny just thought he was a cocky wanker. But he said, he was unreal. I'd just give him the ball right, and I'd move and that, and I'd get it back. He'd put me through. You know, he said he was unreal.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I love Devo. And you know, and the thing, why I chose Trevor Brooking, right, was because I think he kind of really started this kind of like skillful 10 thing in
he's fucking good at it.
He for me, he was the first one that I really noticed as a skillful 10, you know. And then start learning about other players, but for me,
you watch that, and he entertained you the way he used to carry the ball and play past it on a pitch that was fucking mud. I mean, I said the two players in England at the time.
They were so far forward, they were almost kissing the ground when he was running. You know what I mean?
He was so good. But the two players in England at the time that were comparable were Trevor Brooking and Glenn Hoddle. They both had that skill. They were quality. Just two quality English players. Man. Wow.
Agreed. Yeah. Great vid, love the toilet roll, Declan.
Yeah, what was that? Obviously a fashion bullshit thing that he's into. Fuck these players with these bullshits they do, man.
Apparently, he was retracing a dead badger. Toto Schillaci died recently. Yes, yesterday. Set Italia 1990 on fire along with Roger Miller. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Brendan. Yeah, he's done back now, mate.
Yeah, he was. He was an amazing player.
Roger Miller was fucking on fire,
man. Excuse me. Omarodian, I suppose that's how you say it. I don't know. Could have been the Haaland at West Ham. Big, strong, quick, similar to Haaland. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I've heard the name, but I don't know.
Chelsea were after it for ages. Chelsea were flirting with him for a long time, and I think he turned them down in the end. I'm not sure, or they might have run out of time negotiating. Harry went that on the bum.
That's more than a push. Oh man, he's bent as a 2-bob note, isn't he?
God, yeah.
Was it a 9-bob note? Saying
9-bob note.
It's 9-bob, wasn't it? Yeah, I got that right as well.
Yeah, well, 2-bob note didn't exist either, did it?
No, it was a 10-bob note, didn't it?
Yeah, 10-bob. We need the Forest and not AC Milan Liverpool.
Well done, Forest. Well done, Forest. What a win that was.
Yeah.
They do well.
And, you know, I was watching a little bit of Early Doors earlier, and they were discussing who possibly could beat Man City this season. Are they beatable? And somebody put it in the chat. And my recollection was that Forest was mentioned because of their result against Liverpool. I mean, the thing is, we know that Forest were an handful. First game of the season, their first season in the Premier League. We get Forest, go to Forest and lose 1-0. You know, so we know they're an handful. And we went on to qualify for Europe that season. All right, so it weren't a bad season for us. But, you know, Forest can turn up when they need to.
They ain't beat Man City. Arsenal could beat Man City.
You know, I think Chelsea could as well.
Especially if you play a counter-attack style against Man City and have pace, you can beat them as long as your defence. Now, I think Arsenal's defence this year, and I slag Arsenal off all the time, but I tell you what, their back four at the moment are probably the best in the Premier League. And what I do believe they can do is hold out. and then they can hit them on the break. And I think Arsenal can beat them. You'll find out next weekend because they're playing each other. So we'll see. But I think Arsenal have the potential to beat Man City. Whether that'll be enough over the season, who knows? But I still think Man City will win the league. But I think Arsenal have got the defence to hold them out. And I do believe they can hit them on the counter-attack and win.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Lynn would go with McAvenny and Cotty as well. Meridian would have been great. I still think, although we missed the boat, but Victor Gyorkis, when he was at Coventry for 20 million. Close the door. Sorry about the spelling. Don't worry about it, Lynn. We got that. It's all good. We all do it. It's still alive, usual, but rumours are still strong. Who? Hang on. Let me go back. Oh, Roger Miller. Roger Miller. I asked, did anyone ever find out Roger Miller's real age? I was led to believe that he was 34 at Italia at that World Cup.
He weren't young.
No. Well, my brother-in-law, he's Ghanaian, but he knows quite a lot about African football. He's mad keen on it. And he said to me, I'm pretty sure it was 34 when he played in that World Cup. 34, that's older than Antonio. Older than Aaron Creswell. Nearly as old as Fabianski. Yes, so Paul said we paid $5.65 for Park.
Yeah, righto, Paul.
Roger Miller's due his bus pass next year. Drinking wine more like Kieran. No, he's not. He's drinking juice.
I've got what we got? I tell you what I've got. Yeah, the old dry vino. Oh, there it is. Look. I'll be drinking wine later, though, Geezer. Don't worry about that.
Devonshire McAvenny for Sean.
Yeah.
To meet you. To meet you.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was such a great season. 85, 86, was it? Fuck
yeah. Brian Robson and Cotty.
Yeah, I know my Brian Robson picked Leslie. Loved him. He came to my school, mate. I met Brian Robson when I was about, I don't know, 12 years of age or something. He came to our school, Brian Robson. Good boy. We signed him twice. There's another one we signed twice. Both of them, for that matter, didn't we? But we signed Brian Robson twice.
Yeah. Talk about Oxford. Do you remember a winger we signed from them?
Yeah.
Mummy's boy. Don't think he even played for us. I don't remember that. No,
it was fucking. What's his name? Paid $1 million. I think we paid £1 million for him. He came to West Ham and didn't want to play. Didn't want to be here. Wanted to go home. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. We did. I think it was Redknapp. I think Redknapp signed him.
Joey Beauchamp.
That's him, Joey Beauchamp. He fucked off.
Actually, I think he's been on the channel. I don't know if he has or not. I think he might be one of the ones that done Miami's 11. I could be wrong. Actually.
Yeah. I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
He played £1 million for the fuck. He just didn't want to play.
Yeah, apparently he missed his girlfriend who lived in Swindon.
He wanted to go home, mate. He was homesick.
Usual thinks that maybe Roger Miller died recently.
Okay.
Meridian signed to Porto for 15 million.
Yeah.
The Oxford game was Howard's first experience watching the Mighty Hammers.
Fucking hell, I'm amazed that you can remember your first game. I can't. I mean, I was about 7 or 8. I don't know, so I can't remember who it was. I didn't care. I probably can't remember my first 20 games.
I can remember.
I can't remember.
Newcastle United at Upton Park on the 11th of November 1966.
I can't remember shit.
I only know
Fucking
the
me,
date.
you was about 3, you fucking lunatic.
I was 4. I was
4, yeah, you know. Fucking remember that, you fucking madman.
I know, but I know
You're making that up, you
I was at that
You're
game.
making that up. You've
I
decided
know
that's what it is.
I was at that game, and I remember being scared and running to my
Well,
mum.
you're in a push share. I don't think we had push shares back then, did we?
Yeah, there you go. Collins popped in and said that he put it in the chat on early doors that they were likely to get beat by a team that they should beat. Actually, that was it. That's right, Colin. Thank you. Old Rivita, Blueberry.
What's that?
Rivita. They're them bloody dry square
Yeah.
things.
I remember the dry biscuits that nobody ever had. Yeah.
He said he meant Andy Carroll. Joey Beauchamp missed my girlfriend who lived in Sweden. Sweden or Swindon. Hang on. Or we got a different person because actually he says Joey Beecham. No, Joey Beauchamp.
He's Beauchamp. He's Beauchamp now. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster of a signing, to be honest, as simple as that.
Oh, look, he said he meant Ribena, not Rivita. Blackcurrant Ribena, the proper one, mate. The proper one. Well, look, do you know what? That's the end of the comments. So, until that one came in. Oh, it was Joey Beauchamp that passed away, not Roger Miller.
Did he, usual? Is he going? I think he's right now. I think I remember hearing that. He has passed away. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that.
That might have been what I remember from something on the channel then.
Yeah, I think he did pass away, yeah.
Yeah. Brendan, thank you for joining us, mate. Great chat as always. Night all. Joey Beauchamp, R.I.P., mate. R.I.P. Night, Togs, Howard. Well, good night to everybody. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Mark. That's really kind of you. I'm going to play us out with a little video, and we will see you next week. Until next week, stay safe, and come on.
Yeah. Be lucky.
Be lucky.